What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode number 33 of the Sasha T show. I'm super excited for you guys to be watching and listening today. Today's episode and show is going to be on, I'm going to give you guys some tips to be successful, especially if you're new coming into the hobby, to hopefully become successful in the sports card world. I wish that I had some of these, I had these tips when I was coming in. But I think this is going to be some valuable stuff for you guys. And even if you've been in the hobby for maybe a good amount of time, I think, this stuff just as a refresher, or maybe you'll hear something that you didn't know. So let's get into it today. First off, don't think that all the raw cards you buy are going to be PSA 10s. I see this a lot, especially with new people coming in. They buy a bunch of raw cards on eBay, right? And they think that, just they're going to spend $10 on grading and they're going to get, a PSA 10 for way cheaper than actually buying one. Not all of your raw cards are going to gem. That's just how it's going to be. Again, you have to make sure your corners are sharp. There's no white edges. The centering's good. No surface scratches, which a lot of people miss. So all that stuff, you need to make sure that, the card's good for before you want to send it to PSA. So that's something you really, really want to avoid. Not saying don't buy raw. I buy raw all the time and send in, but when starting off, I highly recommend buying already graded cards, especially for you guys new coming in. Now, the grading companies you want to focus on is PSA and BGS. SGC right now is another grading company that's on the come up. You're going to be seeing SGC more for vintage cards. There are some people starting to use it for newer cards as well. It's a company on the come up. I really like their cases. They have really good customer service. Their turnaround times, comes back in a week. The only downside is, you're not going to get the same value as it being in a PSA case or a BGS case. That's not me saying that it won't eventually, because I think that they're headed in that direction. But for right now, definitely just focus on PSA and BGS. Remember, guys, and maybe some of you guys don't know this, BGS 9.5s are equivalent to PSA 10s in terms of condition, right? They're the same thing. But in terms of value, PSA 10, like 10 out of 10 times now, in today's world, price is higher. So the people are willing to pay more for PSA 10s than BGS 9.5s, even though it's equivalent. Just wanted to point that out for you guys. Next thing. If a deal is too good to be true, I see this a lot. If a deal is too good to be true, that's what it is. It's too good to be true. Especially, on Instagram, there's a lot of fake accounts out there that will scam you. I'm telling you guys. I got DMs from people saying they lost out on like hundreds and hundreds of dollars by getting scammed, which is really, really upsetting, because I hope with this channel and, this podcast, I'm hoping this will avoid that, and hopefully gives you guys the information for that not to happen to you. So we're going to get you prepared for it. Guys, if somebody has a Luka-based PSA 10 and they want to sell it to you for $100, that's too good to be true, right? But what are the steps you can take to avoid, getting scammed? Well, you can check I just like checking, who's following them and who are they following. If a lot of the same people that, are following me and I'm following are following them, that's a plus, right? Second thing, what are they posting? Are they posting frequently, or did they literally just start the page, right? So simple things like that. A lot of Instagram pages have like, did you do a deal with me? And then everybody who's done a deal with them will comment. That's another great reference tool. And then actually DMing the people that maybe are following them and asking those people, hey, have you done a deal with them? That's a great way to find out if they're reputable. Because again, you don't want to get scammed. And that's like a really shitty way to start off getting into the hobby, right? Getting scammed. So definitely avoid that. Again, if the deal is too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Next thing, guys, I want you guys, eBay sold listings is going to be your God. That's what I want you guys to literally think of it as. eBay sold listings is your God. It's going to be your comp for life. That's what you're going to use 24/7. If you're going to a show, look around. What's everybody on? eBay sold listings. Now, the only downside of eBay sold listings, it doesn't show best offers. But we got a solution for that. There's a website and an app called 130 Point. It shows all best offers. So you need to download that app and get on that website right now as well. Because a lot of the times, right, people sell through best offer and you really never know what that price is. 130 Point solves that. You need to get that app as well with the eBay app and use it like literally all the time. If you go to a show and, and I do this a lot and there's only best offers, I can't really figure out a value point. I go to 130 Point, type in the card, boom, boom, I see the real price of the best offer. Great tool for you guys. Great way to find out what true values are for certain cards. It's something that a lot of people don't know coming into the hobby as well. Because if you just look on eBay, it has the line slash through it. Like if it was a 350 or best offer, I'll have a line slash through it. That doesn't mean it sold for 350. It just means it was $350 or a best offer and a price was accepted. So use 130 Point, guys. It's a great tool. Next one. This is a big question that I get as well, is like, hey, like, especially on TikTok, because I talk about, grading on TikTok a lot. And people say, hey, how could you, grade your cards for only $10 or $12? And this is by using a group sub through Instagram. Now, really exciting news. We are going to be, for that trading cards, we're going to be opening up a group sub through the Discord. That's not going to be opening. It'll be in the next couple weeks or so, but nothing significantly happening today. But yeah, you want to use a group sub through Instagram. Clay cards is a big one. They're still accepting people. I think it's $11 for a 45-day service, which is really, really good. So go to Instagram, go to Clay Cards, DM them, and you can get the information there. That's, a big money saver, because PSA, if you're just going straight to PSA, like you can do like a $9 one, but it's like an absurd service level. Like you're going to be waiting like basically like almost a year, especially with how backed up PSA is. So big thing when starting, know that there's group subs on Instagram. There's also one-of-one card shop, I believe they do group subs. Will, the autograph guy, which I personally use, which is in the LA area, his group sub is closed off to new people. So he's not accepting anybody new right now. He has a ton of people in it and he's really, really busy. So he just can't accept new people. That's the guy that I personally use and I love. Next thing, guys, make connections with as many people as possible. That will help you find deals. It just will. If people like you, if people like working with you, they're more inclined to, help you out if you're looking for a certain card, or if you're just trying to find out details of specific cards that you don't know about. So make those connections. That is key. Going to shows and just talking to people and gaining connections that way is also big. Again, these you're going to start seeing once you make connections. You're not going to have to be pushing for deals or trying to find them. A lot of deals will start coming to you, which is great because it saves you time, right? So make those connections. This hobby is built off of connections, and there's tons of great people in this hobby. I know a lot of new people aren't going to understand that yet, but man, the amount of people that I've met in this hobby is insane. And everybody's just really, really nice and cool people, right? So definitely key, make connections with people, and go to shows, right? Get out there. Shows are one of the best places to find deals because, the seller gets to avoid eBay fees, and then you get to avoid tax. So you can come up with, you're basically usually coming out with in deals, paying under eBay. I mean, not a huge price point, but you're paying under eBay, which is really, really cool. Next thing, guys, for Life Trading Cards, we dropped a Discord server, right? We have I think we're around 450 members so far. It's absolutely free. There's deals in there as well. There's a buy, sell, trade section where you literally can, just like how it says, buy, sell, trade with anybody. I've seen deals go down with great prices, fair prices under eBay. It's helping out the buyer, it's helping out the seller. So definitely use that to your advantage. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is going to be below. And then if you're listening on Spotify, just go to my Instagram page, links in my bio. You can join the Discord. Again, absolutely free. And then every single sport we have a discussion with. So if you're trying to learn about certain cards, certain players you're thinking to invest in, what's priced high, what's priced low right now, just, connecting with people, right? How I talked about connection. connecting with people, like-minded people that are, trying to get into this game and learning about the game, and people that are already established as well that are helping you out in there. So that's a great tool to use. I want you guys to use that to your advantage. Again, I wish that was something I had when I was coming in the game. So I'm in there too. Like, I just think it's dope. We already have 450 people. It's amazing, guys. Get on that. Use it to your advantage. That's a really, really great tool for you guys. And then last thing, guys. Last thing. When you're doing a deal for the first time, let's say it's off eBay, right? A lot of the times I say, especially when you're getting from the foot in the door, pay firm that first time. Because once you pay firm that first time, they're more inclined to do more deals with you and give you discounts on other stuff later throughout the day or, the future. So a lot of the times when you're doing deals with people for the first time, or maybe you're first coming in, don't try, this is just my opinion. I think it works. I think in the micro, getting deals first off is great. But I think in the macro, it's going to help you more is pay for him that first time, build that connection, and then go into your dealing business. Again, I want you guys to get the best deals, but I think that has been a way that I've been successful. And I just wanted to share that with you guys as well. So I hope this episode and show helped you guys out, especially with the new people coming in. Again, I wish I had these tips coming in. Hopefully this helps you out and gives you some sort of value. You guys probably know me from my Instagram page, @4Life Trading Cards. I also got a TikTok, @4Life Trading Cards. We're almost about to hit 6,000 followers on there. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I appreciate you guys tuning in today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. A new podcast will be out tomorrow. So I'll see you guys. And I hope you have a great, great, great Friday.